And it's good to go on the road and get an AFC North victory. No, it wasn't an easy one, obviously, man, particularly if you spot a group like that, 7. They had big-time urgency, man, for a lot of reasons. And so to come in here in their place against the type of quality team that they have, and in this environment and smile in the face of it and get out of here with the necessary win, man, it just can't say enough about the efforts of the guys in that locker room, the splash playmaking. Continually over the course of 60 minutes, we knew it would be required. We even talked about the fourth quarter component. This team we played today always comes storming back in the fourth. They did it against LAC just on the front side of their bye. And so we don't take the end of the game for granted, man. We're thankful for the victory. Obviously, we got some things to clean up, but that's life in this business. It's good to do it with a W. Calvin Austin is being evaluated for a concussion. Other than that, it just appears to be bumps and bruises associated with play. Questions?
Mike, when you come into a game like this with the Bengals offense, did you know your offense is going to be tested? And can you talk about how Russ and the offense responded?
It's always a challenge. The intimacy of these divisional relationships. We know them, they know us. But I just thought our group, smiled in the face of it, particularly Russ. It's the first time for him going through this AFC North football. And, man, I thought he acclimated himself to it well today. He put himself squarely in the history of these series and this series with that performance today, man, and we're thankful for it.
You started out throwing a lot, I think 9 of the first 11. Was that part of what they were giving you, or partly because you just wanted to come out and attack it?
Both. We wanted to come out and attack because we knew what they would give us. And so, that's what I mean about the depths of these waters, man, these divisional relationships. It is not checkers, it's chess.
Is there something you guys saw in terms of getting involved the running backs in the passing game?
We just want to get them out of spot drop zones and challenge them in the more man-to-man things. And, checking the ball down versus spot drop zones is a means of doing it.
40-plus points for the first time since 2018. Your quarterbacks have 2 more touchdown passes than the entire crew last year at this point. Could you just talk about the offense with Arthur Smith?
I don't care about last year.
How about now, just the offense and Arthur Smith, what you think of it?
Man, we needed all 44 of those points today, didn't we? You're playing against Joe Burrow and company, chances are you're going to have to score some points. That's why we took advantage of the mini bye in terms of focusing our energies on red zone performance, and I'm thankful for that. It looked like we reaped the benefits of that labor today with the way they performed, particularly in the red area.
Mike's second game back, can you speak to the impact of the play Herbig made on that strip?
We expect Herbig to do great things. Herbig expects Herbig to do great things. He's a talented young guy. We knew that would be a critical matchup, to be quite honest with you. We knew they'd throw some schematics over there at TJ, and so, that's just a responsibility with playing that spot. Alex Highsmith owns it. Herbig owns it. I'm appreciative of it.
Michael, as well as Russ has played and Cam Hayward on the defensive side, they're your 2 oldest players. What sort of example might that set for younger guys who are just setting the standard?
Forget their play, although obviously it's appreciated. It's the things that tee up their performance. It's their day-to-day. It's how they go about their business. It's their level of professionalism. It's the amount of buy-in that they have regarding team. I'm hoping that the young guys see and pay just as much attention to that as they do the playmaking.
Mike, I know you talked to him, but what can you do going on with Georgia?
You just got to grow up, man. It's an emotional game, man. These divisional games are big. He got a target on his back because he's George. He understands that. But he's got to grow up. He's got to grow up in a hurry.
Mike, you guys targeted 10 different guys, or 10 different guys caught passes today. Do you feel like that's a big part of your offense that you guys look at to do each week with the balance of that?
We feel comfortable with our group. You guys, have asked us about that a lot over the course of the journey. We gained that confidence in team development. There's a lot of different playmaking coming from a lot of different people in Latrobe, and so this is just kind of a continuation of that.
You've obviously seen him do it for a long time, but what can you say about the season Cam's having so far and his performance today?
We expect it. He expects it. I just piggyback his mentality. He's got ridiculously high expectations for himself, and I support that.
Mike, obviously Najee was fighting through something. Can you speak to his impact on this game as well?
Man, I thought his efforts were rock solid, man. He's a big-time competitor. Naj has been obviously with us for a number of years, and so he knows the weight of these games in environments like this. Less than ideal in terms of how he was feeling, but he was going to be there for his teammates, I'm sure.
Patterson really came through when Najee was out.
He did. Thankful for his efforts, but you don't get out of stadiums like this without a total team effort, man. Everybody in helmets, Ben Skoranek. I mean, everybody made plays, man. I'm appreciative.
Mike Joey got called for several penalties in this game. What does he have to do to be better in those rules?
T. Higgins got a lot to do with that, man. T is a goon. He is. You can't let him beat you up, while at the same time, the officials are going to call it the way they're going to call it. And so, sometimes, man, I kind of absorb some of that comes with that. You cannot let a big dude like that beat you up. You got to match the fire with the fire. You hope that you do it clean enough that doesn't draw a bunch of penalties. We weren't as successful in that regard today. We'll keep working. But one thing we're not going to do is let that guy goon us.
What was your thought process?
Last one here.
What was your thought process at the end of the first half? Did you think about calling timeout earlier? You take another shot at the end zone?
No, I didn't.
All right.